Hey, it's day 28, the May 21st Project. Friday, June 17th, I guess, 2011. Well, at work, they just announced basically we're going to start having Friday furloughs. Basically, we're just going to have every Friday off. You know, they're not going to pay us for it either, so just it's a way to reduce some cost. But they're even talking about doing some shutdowns and maybe closing down for even a couple of weeks. So who knows how that's going to go. I mean, you know, honestly, I don't know how the high-tech companies really are going to keep going. Like I said, you know, the other day, virtually all the domestic flights are non-existent, and no one is getting flights to Asia and Europe. Mostly it's a fact that, you know, phones are down, you know, networks are failing. You just can't get work done. But also there's this flu's going around, and it's been raging through Europe, and it's kind of freaking people out. They say it's not bad, and they say don't be scared, but there are more and more deaths getting reported, and we're thinking that it's actually something more than just the flu. In fact, a lot of the symptoms are showing up there. It's kind of like a version of mad cow, and it's getting scary. Heck, the Syrians have declared martial law. Of course, you know, it's always martial law, I guess, there, but they've just started shooting more protesters, moving in on a lot of the cities. It's almost as bad as Syria. And so, as it's in Syria, it's almost as bad as like Libya. So, you know, in fact, there's fighting and virtual civil war has broken out, you know, in all of the West African kind of nations. I mean, Algeria and Egypt, Morocco, Sudan, Tunisia, you know, Western Sahara. All the northern African countries. It's caused millions of refugees. They're flooding into France, into Spain, and Italy. The UN are setting up camps and trying to deal with all these folks. But with all these folks packed into these camps, it's looking like, you know, it's a recipe for disaster. And you know, it's not so bad here. We still don't have very many reports of flu, and I think that's because there's no flights coming in from Europe, so maybe, but heck, I've watched a lot of movies that have, you know, some kind of plague thing going on, and it just takes a few cases, and all of a sudden it's spread all over, and people have contacted people and contacted people and contacted people, and you just can't stop it. So they're kind of worried, but I think maybe it's not getting spread around here so much because I think all the towns and the cities are just kind of hunkering down, and people aren't traveling that much, and so they're trying to be a little safer. Again, I can't stress enough. Get prepared. You know, have your 72-hour kits, have your grab-and-go kit. Be ready to, if you need to, just pick up your stuff and go. Make sure you've collected up and know where all the important documents are. You know, who knows how long credit cards are going to work. Make sure you have some cash. But honestly, when it gets that bad, cash is probably not going to even be worth anything. So, you know, beans, boots, and bullets. I mean, having stuff you can trade, having stuff you can barter with. I mean, you know, we canned up all that meat, and heck, you know, a bottle of meat might be worth something in the coming days. So I'm just telling you, get prepared. Anyway, stay safe.